You know what? Bitcoin no longer has earned the right to call itself the only sound money blockchain. Cardano is here too. And we will not allow the maxis in the Bitcoin ecosystem to take that from us. ADA is sound money.
Cardano is on fire. ADA is up 230% in the last 30 days, yet still far from its all-time high of $3. Will ADA cross its all-time high in 2024? Meanwhile, Sui touched another all-time high of $4.46 today. Is it just meme coins on Sui, or is something else happening? Plus, these two coins are unstoppable, and you don't want to miss them. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, altcoinbuzz.io, and as always, it's not financial advice, and we wish the best of luck in your crypto ventures. We're celebrating Bitcoin reaching $100,000 with a big offer. Get $100 off a yearly subscription to Altcoin Buzz Alpha. Altcoin Buzz Alpha subscribers following our calls have profited 35x the subscription price already. Get into a core crypto community that you deserve. This offer is only valid for 3 days, so follow the steps in the description below. Well, as to be expected, we had a major sell-off because there was a lot of leverage in the system yesterday when we broke the all-time high and went to $104,000. We then proceeded to flush all the way down to $90,000, about $200 within minutes, which was actually crazy. I didn't see this happen, but this happened within just a couple minutes. Just leverage wiped everyone. But it is actually looking like we might head a little bit lower right now. Maybe we head down here to around 93 or 95,000, somewhere around here. And then then we continue back upwards. And this would still be a bit of a higher low here. So it is still fine, although it's not something that we all want to see after we just, were euphoric hitting 100K. But that was to be expected because obviously everyone is now getting into crypto. It's a lot more, there's a lot more people getting in. And so obviously there's been a lot more leverage, a lot more people using, perps and whatnot. And so, yeah, a lot of leverage got flushed. There was a big funding reset for Bitcoin. But altcoins surprisingly held up a lot better. But it does look like some of them are starting to roll over a little bit now. But Plan B actually thinks we're going to hit 150K by the end of this month. So Plan B, he wrote a bit ago, back in September, he wrote that just a scenario, October, classic pump month, we'll see Bitcoin at 70K. November, Trump wins election, ends Democrats, Biden, Harris, Warren, gangsters war on crypto, Bitcoin goes to 100K. And then December, massive ETF inflow, Bitcoin reaches 150K. And so he then followed up today saying, that one was hit, Bitcoin 70K, Bitcoin 100K November, well, almost 99.8K pretty much, 26K monthly candle, the biggest one ever. And then he's saying December will end with 150K. So I think 150K, 115 at least, but 150K would be amazing. December is historically a very bullish month. So I'm hoping we get that as well. Here's some reasons why that could happen. Now, first, we have Russia's President Putin saying this.
Биткоин кто может запретить? Никто. А использование других электронных средств расчета кто может запретить? Никто, потому что это новые технологии. И чего бы ни было, чего бы ни происходило с долларом, эти инструменты так или иначе будут развиваться, потому что все будут стремиться к тому, чтобы снижать издержки и повышать надежность.
So basically, no one can ban Bitcoin. And then we also have Fed Chair Jerome Powell saying this on Bitcoin and the US dollar.
People use Bitcoin as a speculative asset, right? It's like gold. It's just like gold, only it's virtual. It's digital. People are not using it as a form of payment or as a store of value. It's highly volatile. It's not a competitor for the dollar. It's really a competitor for gold. That's really how I think of it.
And then the last thing, which is actually super bullish and came out today, is Trump announced the new crypto and AI czar for the White House. So he said, I'm pleased to announce that David O. Sachs will be the White House AI and crypto czar. In this important role, David will guide the policy for the administration in artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, two areas critical to the future of American competitiveness. David will focus on making America the clear global leader in both areas, and he'll safeguard free speech online and steer us away from big tech bias and censorship. He'll work on the legal framework so the crypto industry has the clarity it needs and has been asking for and can thrive in the US. David will also lead the Presidential Council of Advisors for Science and Technology. So this is huge news. We're finally getting the absolute clarity in the United States that we needed. So that's the third reason why I think it actually is possible for us to hit 150K by the end of December. Now that we've hit 100K, a lot more people are paying attention to it. And just look how fast we went from around 91,000 to 104,000 within a couple of days. So I think it is possible we could do 150K by the end of the month. And now for more news you can use. Legacy coins keep marching on. They're taking full advantage of Bitcoin breaking this historical 100K barrier. And we also see DeFi coming on strong. DeFi protocols and legacy coins are gaining serious traction. And in yesterday's video, I discussed some of these coins, which you can find linked down below. But today I want to look at legacy coins that have performed above expectations. And that's Cardano and its ecosystem. Cardano was for a long period of time a laughingstock of the crypto community. But that being said, look at ADA now. ADA is up by a whopping 235% over the last 30 days. Its CEO, Charles Hoskinson, is also in the driver's seat for an advisory role in Trump's new government.
During a presidential transition, many discussions are happening. It's very clear that I'm going to be involved in some capacity influencing policy in the United States. There are options on the legislative side. There are potential options on the executive side.
Things are getting better. Trump says that he wants to cut all capital gains taxes on crypto issued by U.S. companies. This makes Americans holding crypto assets such as ADA, Algorand, XRP, and HBAR fully tax-free. Trump and his administration want to make America the crypto capital of the world. News of Hoskinson being a part of this is one of the reasons why ADA took off. But here are some more reasons for ADA to keep going. Its potential to be used for a new US voting system. It's becoming a native DeFi layer for Bitcoin. Notable whale accumulation. Big ADA ETF rumors. The TVL is breaking new all-time highs. And apparently there's SpaceX speculation. With this news, the Cardano ecosystem also sees an ocean of green charts. Over the last 7 days, many projects are up double digits. And you can also buy ADA and plenty of its ecosystem tokens on either CoinEx or BuyFi, which I'll link down below. The next sector that's making its way back into the spotlight is DeFi. We saw a healthy increase in its market cap between October 2023 and March 2024. However, now I can see a new leg up forming since early November. Part of this pump is the shift from DeFi 2.0 to DeFi 3.0. In a nutshell, DeFi 3.0 is more user-friendly and offers new yield earning options. For instance, liquid staking, and also offering added value like credit card options. In other words, DeFi 3.0 is introducing real-world utility. And one of the current stars who's profiting from this is Curve, or CRV. It saw an amazing 350% increase over the last 30 days. This includes a 122% run over the last 7 days, and with this, it outperforms most other DEXs by 3 to 4x. Curve is also currently available on 19 chains. This is quite a remarkable comeback by Curve. In July 2023, Curve fell victim to hackers and lost around $62 million in liquidity pools. This comeback may have started around early September, when it whale about $4.7 million worth of Curve on Binance, and it withdrew $3.5 million of it. This showed a renewed trust in Curve, and shortly after this, Curve's current run started. With it, the whole DeFi sector is growing. And as for newer projects, it's also worth mentioning how Sui and its ecosystem are continuing to pump. Everything is up by double digits, especially some of its meme coins, which are hitting triple digits. And Sui itself also broke the $4 barrier and has hit a new all-time high of $4.45. In addition to BuyFi and CoinEx, you can also buy all these tokens on Mexi, which I'll link down below. Then moving on, we have actually more on David Sachs. So this guy, he's been all over crypto Twitter for a while. He's a pretty good guy to have on the side for us for crypto in the United States. And this is actually something that he said about Solana.
That fund, I mean, it's like a 100x fund. It's just like bonkers.
Crazy.
And so as a result of that, we are indirect beneficiaries of this huge increase in Solana. It will end up being about, $1 billion of, I think, Solana for us in terms of returns. But it's the multi-coin guys determine the trading decisions on that.
Yeah. And so people who don't know, Solana is a programmable, Ethereum competitor, I guess, and it's at $50 billion or so market cap. It was trading at $1 not long ago, and now it's at 164.
It's an Ethereum competitor, basically, for a smart contract platform. And there's a lot of people, I'd say smart money in Silicon Valley, who are betting on a flippening where Solana could ultimately overtake Ethereum as the preferred platform.
So he's a very big bull on Solana as well. Solana, unfortunately, not doing very well right this second. But overall, on the high time frame chart, if you go to the 3-day or the weekly chart, it looks very good. This looks great. Actually, it looks really good on the weekly chart. It looks like a weekly retest of this key area. If you extend this out here, this is like a very key area. And so we're having a bit of a retest here. Even if we go down to around $200 to $215, still completely bullish because this is a very high time frame retest. We could still go down to $200, $215 if we have a little bit more of a sell-off, but still looks great overall. And it'd be amazing if Solana did flip ETH, because I have a lot more Solana than I do Ethereum. And then Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, wrote, "Huge congrats to David Sachs on this appointment. He understands tech inside out, and importantly, will push forward President Trump's crypto and AI pro-innovation plans. this is the dream team. So this is also really good for Ripple because, we're going to get a lot more clear regulations, and Ripple will, Ripple will benefit the most from this with the SEC. Then David, he actually wrote on X, "Thank you, Mr. President. I'm honored and grateful for the trust you place in me. I look forward to advancing American competitiveness in these critical technologies. Under your leadership, the future is bright." So David Sachs, he's one to follow on X as well. Then moving on, we have Lark Davis talks about, is XRP still worth it at this price? So XRP obviously has gone on this massive run. We've all been talking about this for the past, for the past week or so. We've done an absolute heater where we've gone from the beginning of November at 51 cents all the way up to $2.92, an almost 500% run in the matter of a month, basically. So is XRP still worth it at these prices, at this huge elevated price? So Lark Davis wrote, XRP has surprised us with face-melting gains. For the longest time, the running joke was that it was a stablecoin since there was no excitement from this big market cap altcoin. However, in a couple weeks, it broke through the $1 barrier and an impressive run to almost $3, an impressive 3x. However, is it still worth holding, or is XRP just pumping because of the altcoin season? Any bull cycle is all about new narratives, and XRP is certainly not new. It launched in 2012, and it's one of the oldest coins in the top 10. Then he goes on to talk about how high can it go, and XRP's market cap is at $135 billion, and asking for a 1,000% return at this stage is highly unlikely. So 10x is a very long shot, since that would take it to a $1.5 trillion market cap. Currently, Bitcoin at 100K is like 2.1 trillion. So taking XRP to 1.5 trillion seems like a bit far-fetched, at least for this cycle. Looking at the charts, the 4.236 fib level is around $7.30, which is approximately a 3x. However, there is no assurance that this will be reached. Also pay attention to the weekly close. It's forming a long wick on top, which could be bearish. So he's saying probably based on the Fibonacci retracement levels, he's saying $7 and 30 cents, which is a 3x. It's nowhere near the 10x that people are wanting. So 10x would take us to around, $22-ish. He's saying about 7x is where we want to go. And we do have this huge candle, this wick up here. This is what he's talking about, especially on the weekly. It's not very bullish when there's a huge wick like that. So at this area, it's probably not something that you want to be buying. You want to wait for it to consolidate a little bit. You don't want to be buying right here. It's most likely going to come down here, maybe to the $2 or 180 level, and do a little bit of consolidating like this for a couple weeks while other coins take off. They have a bit of their own, pumps. And then XRP, I'm sure, will go up again at some point this cycle. But buying it right here, right now, is probably not what you want to be doing because of how, big this bearish wick is on the weekly chart. So that's what he's saying. You might just want to have a little bit of caution. We do think XRP will go up more this cycle, but at this stage right now, after this insane weekly candle, just look at these candles, probably not something that you want to be buying. There's other altcoins that you want to buy, and it's other things that we've talked about in this video already. And then lastly, we have GAIB secures $5 million to create an AI compute economic layer. So the round was co-led by Hack VC, Faction, and Hash. An additional investment came from big names like Spartan, CMCC, and Animoca Brands, and Near Foundation, among others. So GAIB's mission is to build a decentralized market for enterprise-grade GPUs, the powerful computers needed by AI. And by tokenizing these GPUs, GAIB is creating a new type of asset based on real AI demand. This will make it easier for people to invest directly in AI. In the past, only big companies like semiconductor firms or large AI companies control this market. Now GAIB is making it possible for anyone to invest in AI computing, just like they would with stocks or bonds. And also, GAIB's platform allows investors to get involved in the growing AI space by giving them access to GPU-backed investments. These new assets can be used for various financial strategies. This includes hedging, speculation, and even DeFi use cases, such as lending and borrowing. The goal is to create a market that works for everyone, from small investors to large institutions. And finally, GAIB is also forming partnerships with key players like Aether and IO.net, and this will also help them expand their platform to make it more scalable. So big things in AI as well. AI is going to be a huge this cycle. But that's it for the video, guys. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to check out that Altcoin Alpha discount code, which is only available for 3 more days, and I'll see you guys next time.